with the pen, I'm learning life. My face is divine, words inspire with perfect time. Nurtured right, them man there be learning lines, rehearsing lines. Trust me, far from certified. Acting while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that Jurgen guy on Merseyside.
Yes, guys, we are back. Daily streams from now until the end of October. I know you guys are so sick of the international break, so sick of there being barely anything to talk about, but we are back regularly. We are back live. Big up everybody that has locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. And yeah, drinks up, because this little drought of no Chelsea football is over. It is over. We got some transfer topics to get through in today's stream. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Crystal Palace preview. I might do my Palace review late on Saturday night. I might, depends on what time I get back and everything. And yeah, Sunday, shameless, and then we're back on the daily stream load. So big up everybody that has locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Big up everybody in here already. Ilias, Ariana, Frosted Myth, my guy, big up yourself. Let me know when that Champions League final shirt comes in as well, because I've sent that one off. I've sent off the home kit as well. So guys, let me know when you receive them and everything. If you haven't got them yet, I'll try and see if I can find tracking numbers for you lot. But yeah, big up. Liam Lane, Disabled Team, Brian Manrique, English Maldini. That is absolutely mad. Harrison Hunter, Ilias, saying sick tune. As always, Flawless's tune is down in the description below. And also, if you guys want to get your best affordable Chelsea and football shirts, check out Jerseys FC down in the description below. Use Carefree Lewis G to get 20% off. But as you guys can see, we did get the new away kit fresh in from Jerseys FC. And you know what that means? That means we're doing another Super Chat lottery. So throughout the month of October, any Super Chat, any amount that you guys put in, it's going to get you in with a chance to win this. And I don't know what game we're going to go for. What game should I put as the deadline? Let me have a look. Who do we play in October? I might do the last game. I was thinking of doing it through the whole month, but we got like 9 games. So maybe not. Brighton. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We'll run it till the end of the Brighton game. Probably going to be wearing this kit against Brighton too. So yeah, you guys have a month. Any Super Chat, any amount, and you guys could be in with a chance of winning this. But yeah, now that that's all done, big up everybody that is in here. Big up Dylan, my guy. Doing well. Hope you're good as well. Brian, Catman. Anyone else haven't said anything to? Soeb says Erling Haaland has already told Jude Bellingham to join Man City via Ben Jacobs. I don't believe that, but I haven't even seen Ben Jacobs drop that yet. Let me have a look. I bet he's chatting shit to me, because if that's the fact, then there's no point even talking about Bellingham. I haven't seen that, but where have you guys seen that? Did he say on the football terrace or something? Because that would make sense, but yeah. Beautiful Game says, oh, Lewis, there's just plenty of things to talk about. It's just that no one wants to talk about it, aka Havertz and Mount. Yes! Pair of them actually turned up for England versus Germany. Havertz got a nice double in the second half. Good second half performance. The first half, he was atrocious, but second half, he kicked into life. And yeah, don't even go to watch a Chelsea game and he's still killing me. But we move. Mason Mount as well got a goal off the bench. Bring that to Selhurst Park, please, because we are so devoid of moments of brilliance like that. That would be so refreshing. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they can bring that confidence into future games. Bellingham ain't going. He could easily go to Manchester City. It's just I don't think they need to sort out their midfield as much as Liverpool and Chelsea need to. So I think they would push for the transfer more. City would only do it if they just want to spite Chelsea and Liverpool, because they can. And yeah, we are a one-league team. We are a one-team league like that. So I could see it happen. Oh yeah, Reece James got the assist as well. Completely forgot. Big up Prime, bro. I'm trying to think positive. I want to think positive. I haven't seen Chelsea play in about 3 weeks. I don't want to go in there and just think, oh, we're so shit, we're going to lose. I want to try and be excited for it. Who knows? Let's speak a Mount assist and a Kai goal into existence. Let's try and speak it into existence. He could easily go because of that, but I haven't seen anything involving. I haven't seen anything. 27th of September. Okay, so 2 days ago. Let me see. All right, Real confident in signing Jude Bellingham next summer, although Dortmund sporting director Sebastian Kehl is still intent on offering a new deal after the World Cup. They're going to try, obviously. The same thing with Rafael Leao. We'll get into that later as well. Bellingham's contract expires in 2025. Real believe. Where's this thing about Haaland? Because I don't see anything. Bellingham's keeping his options open. Makes sense. Erling Haaland has already told him to join. All right, cool. Yeah, I see that. That might play a factor. At least that means Manchester City are interested in him as well, which means whoever gets Bellingham is going to be paying a lot for him. And I was saying don't spend 130 million on Rice, so I do want to keep the same energy here and say don't spend 130 on Bellingham, but I do think we're just going to get one or the other at this point. Alvarez or someone of that mold will come in as our DM option because Rice and Bellingham are both box-to-box midfielders, but you could potentially get both. All also depends on whatever happens with Jorginho and Kante's contract situations, but we already know we can't rely on our eights throughout a full season. Kante can't stay fit. Kovacic can't stay fit. Kante might not even be here next year if they don't agree a contract. So it could go either way with the pair of them. And I think that will depend a lot on what happens in terms of whether we go for Bellingham, whether we pursue a Declan Rice potentially, because Rice could be cheaper. We still know that we're gonna try our hand with Declan Rice next summer. It'll probably be him or Bellingham. What was Matt Law's article on? Let me get into it. Chelsea are trying to jump up the Bellingham queue. Bowley is trying to muscle in on Madrid and Liverpool and Manchester City because we just found that out now. And interest also remains in Declan Rice. Bowley is certain that Chelsea will have enough time to make a genuine effort to get Bellingham, and he's unfazed by the fact that Madrid and Liverpool have reportedly been negotiating a potential deal for Bellingham for months. There is still concern that Man City will seriously shift their attention to Bellingham, despite the fact that Madrid and Liverpool have already spent months doing so. Chelsea's owners were warned off making a bid for Rice by West Ham United in this summer's transfer window, and Chelsea will try next summer. And from the sounds of it, does look like an attempted hijack, which we 100% are capable of. I don't know what the final price will be, but with all those clubs involved in the mix, and with it looking likely that Bellingham's going to leave in the summer, it's going to be a lot of money. And I don't know if 130 is good for him in terms of putting that much pressure on a player that might not be ready for it and is already relied on heavily by Borussia Dortmund anyway. But on the same breath, he'd go to a Chelsea, he'd go to a Liverpool, and there would be probably less pressure on his shoulders because there's better players around him, as opposed to a Dortmund. I think for Liverpool and for Chelsea, both they massively need him. We both have major midfield issues. Liverpool, they didn't sort out their midfield in the summer, and they're struggling now as a result of it. We didn't sort our midfield over the summer. We're struggling as a result of it. So Bellingham would come in and he would instantly thrive and benefit both sides. That's also why I don't think he goes to Manchester City, even in spite of Haaland saying, come join us or anything like that. It would be much harder for him to break into Man City and to understand Pep's system and to learn and adapt to it for that price tag, as opposed to just blending into the Liverpool and Manchester City, at the Liverpool and Chelsea squad, where it would be a lot easier for him to break into the team. So I don't know if he'd go to Man City unless he just wants to win trophies and quickly. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are anyway. Would you spend 130 million on Jude Bellingham? Do you guys think we have a proper chance of bringing him in, or do you think we're just punching above our weight so we come a bit too late into this saga? Let me know what you guys are saying. E says Jude ain't coming to Chelsea, it's City or Madrid. Probably. I would be very surprised if we bring him in. Rice is probably more likely than Bellingham, if we're being honest. And with both of them, my thing is just a price tag. I've said Rice is a box-to-box option for us, everyone's saying he's going to come in and bench Jorginho. If he came into Chelsea, he'd be starting next to Jorginho, and that would be a very good pivot. If the price tag lowered on Rice, I'm down for it. Same thing with Bellingham. I think 130 is a bit much, but with Bellingham, I understand a bit more because there's a bidding war going for him. So that means his price tag is going to go up and as a result of it. I don't really know anyone else who's put in as much interest for Declan Rice as Chelsea has. So we should be able to get that at a lower fee. But yeah, we've got 130 of you in here. I bet we haven't got 100 likes. We ain't even got 50. That's poor, people. Hit the like button. Drop a super chat if you guys want to be in with a chance of winning this away shirt. And if you want to help the channel as well. And yeah, big up. Big up. Let's see. Yes, Kai, I'm literally going to go tomorrow or something. Like, I've just been lazy. But yeah, I'm going to be getting a trim soon. Don't worry, bro. I'm positive the game will be underwhelmed. Of course you are, though. You're like the only guy that's more negative than I am. So I'm not surprised. Cautious but positive. Yeah, I don't blame you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Guys, if you want this, any super chat, and you got a chance of winning it for free. Well, not for free, but you could put in £1 and potentially win it. Guys, Declan Rice is coming. Your boy is getting shipped out. Hold this L. Bro, if Rice is cheap, if he's not 100 million or whatever bollocks, I genuinely don't mind. I still think he'll have to learn to adapt to a possession-based system, but he is capable of adjusting like that. It's just if you put him at too high of a price, he has to immediately hit the ground running. And he is not going to do that. So I don't want him at that price. Same thing with Bellingham. Rice 80 million, Jude 100 million, Leao 100 mil, and we're walking the league next season. I mean, we still could do with a creator, just as like the final piece of the puzzle of that. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Like Alex was saying the other day, we need a Matic type of player. I don't think Bellingham is that type of player. No, he isn't. Sometimes they rely on him to be the anchor in midfield for Dortmund, but it's because they also have a massive over-reliance on Bellingham anyway. And he's not really that comfortable in that position. He's a box-to-box player. Like, he's a pure box-to-box midfielder. So he'd be good next to a Jorginho or something, but in terms of like anchoring the midfield, I don't think he's got the experience or the understanding for that just yet. But he's warming to that role, and I do think he could potentially be multi-dimensional like that in the future. He is only 19 years old right now, but have to see. That's way too early to speculate. Oh yeah, the Extreme Rules match card is crazy. I might start bringing back WWE watch-alongs. I might start doing it because Triple H has done a madness ever since he's taken over. So I might do it. Let me know if you guys want to see it. But yeah. I'm not with the one. Neither am I, but I mean, with inflation and everything, it's only going to be a matter of time before we get to that point. Just try and lower it as much as you can if it's for Rice, because we're the only real runners for that one. For Bellingham, like, it is what it is. We come in too late. It's fucking City, Liverpool, and Madrid. It's obviously going to be a high fee anyway. Can't say too much about it. Everyone's arguing in the comment section. Ain't going City. He's going City. He's going to Liverpool. Rather get a DM. Get both. We need DM depth whether Jorginho stays or leaves. And we still don't really have a consistent number 8 throughout the season that we can back. Kovacic and Kante aren't fit. Loftus-Cheek isn't fit and isn't good enough. Gallagher isn't good enough. And we don't know anything about Zakaria yet to judge. So, unless Zakaria literally turns into fucking Lampard reincarnated or something, I don't know what we're doing. No, Jude hasn't got a clue where he wants to go yet. He's keeping his options open. Like, he wouldn't have picked one anyways. There's Liverpool, City, Madrid, potentially Chelsea. I don't blame him for not picking someone right now. More clubs could potentially come in for him. It's a big year for him. It's a big World Cup campaign for him as well because of this. So things could change. You never know. He could decide he wants to come Chelsea. He could decide he wants to go Madrid. I think the most likely would be Liverpool or Chelsea. Only because like City's midfield's hard to break in. It's going to take a year for you to understand Pep's system and everything. Real Madrid, like their midfield is absolutely stacked. He's not going to immediately start there either. Liverpool, he immediately starts. Chelsea, he immediately starts. So I think those are the two more likely options for him. But he could easily go to City or Madrid because best team in Spain, best team in England. It would make perfect sense for him to go there and just complete that squad. So it could be anything. My guess, though, would be Liverpool or Chelsea. Just my guess. Rice's decision making. So yeah, he's been dog shit this season. He's been terrible, but it's because people are asking a lot more from him going forward now. They're like, oh, you're just a box-to-box merchant. Now he's trying a lot more different things and it's not working out. And it's leaving him more exposed when they're counter-attacking. But this is why I said he is not worth 150 mil. And anyone who thought that at any point and was willing to spend 150 million, please hang your heads in shame. Hang your heads in. I was going to say something a lot worse, but it's people's opinions. They can do what they want. Have we got 100 likes yet? We still haven't got 50. We've got over 150 of you in here. Hit the like button, people, please. Right. What else is people saying? Favorite Chelsea kit ever? 1920 third kit. Loved it. The one we beat Ajax in. Do the same as yeah, you're a dickhead, bruv. Big up Flawless, my guy, every time. Check out Prayer for the Ops down in the description below as well. Rice only takes risks in the opposition's half. He makes J5 look like Fabregas. Fucking hell, bruv. I wish Jorginho looked like Fabregas. He'd have quicker passes. Rice at the bridge for 90 M's. Let's go. If he was 70 or 80 or something like that, I'd be all for it. My problem is only the price tag. And also this belief that he comes in and instantly solves everything for Chelsea, because he really doesn't. He helps, but he's not going to instantly turn us into title contenders. As soon as Jorginho got one midfielder on either side of him, he got a lot better. You could easily have Rice be one of those midfielders. What else is people saying? I'll go into this Leao and Pulisic potential swap deal in a little bit too. Yeah, bring back the watch-alongs. Yeah, cool. We'll bring back those watch-alongs. The last one we did was, I think, the Rumble or something like that. Yeah, it's been a minute. It has been a fucking minute. What else is everyone saying? City don't do bidding wars. Yeah, they have a valuation of a player and they're not going to go past that. We saw that with Cucurella. So if it goes down to the wire, City could potentially drop out for that reason too. I keep saying, the more I talk about it, the more I think Liverpool and Chelsea make the most sense. So it could be either or from them. Either or. Could still be Madrid or City, but I think Liverpool and Chelsea make much more sense. What else is here? Let's go into this Leao and Pulisic potential swap deal. And Simon Phillips talked about this, saying there could be a potential transfer situation involving Chelsea and Milan over one of the next two windows. As we already know, we've been heavily linked with signing Rafael Leao, and it was suggested over the summer that we were close to making an offer. And I do believe that there was at least talks about it. I just don't think anything actually got sent through. I don't think there was a proper bid dropped or anything like that. They just spoke. Milan are trying to extend his contract because, of course, they're going to at least try and keep him. But if they can't manage to do this and they agree to sell him, then they are looking at two Chelsea players to potentially replace him, that being Christian Pulisic and potentially Ziyech. Gazzetta dello Sport said AC Milan will move for Christian Pulisic and Okafor if they are forced to sell Rafael Leao. Okafor was the goal scorer against when we played Salzburg. Yeah, he was the goal scorer when we played Salzburg. And if they're forced to sell Rafael Leao, they're going to go for one or two of them. And Hakim Ziyech is also still under consideration. Pulisic and Ziyech seem fairly likely to leave soon anyway, because they're potentially two of the most hated Chelsea players right now. And I could see a potential player plus cash deal, especially if they are interested in one or two of them. Bowley loves a swap deal. The last 2-3 weeks of the window was literally just every day we're hearing someone could potentially be linked in a swap deal for this player. So I could see him try and do that. 2 birds, 1 stone, makes both sides happy. I do think as well, AC Milan, like, they must know that they're very likely to lose him this summer anyway. Like, they're trying to re-sign him. They're probably going to give him a very favourable contract to try and turn his head. But I think a player of Leao's quality knows he could potentially be playing in a more competitive league for a much bigger side as well. That could be contending for the Champions League, as an example. That's why I was saying don't go for Rafael Leao this summer, because they could put 100, 150 million up for him. Whereas next year, there's 1 year left on his contract. He is very unlikely to stay. Makes perfect sense to go for him then. Which is why I think all those links with Leao was just us talking about him. Just basic conversation, trying to figure out what his situation is. And next year, you'll likely see a bid. I'm sure everyone would be happy with doing a Pulisic plus cash deal for Leao. I don't even think I need to ask that in the comment section, or for Ziyech. But let me know what you guys are saying. And don't forget to hit the like button as well. What else everyone's saying? Fuck yeah, I'm 5 minutes behind on the comments. And say he's worth 90 mins. No, we ain't doing it. You lot pay 90 mil for him. Actually, no, you lot got 2 midfielders. Don't even need to. I said, fuck's sakes, man. If you asked me yesterday, I would have been able to bust you, Jamie. Fuck's sake. Right. Okay, so I take it he ain't going. Thoughts on Nkunku news? Like, we're just monitoring him right now. I was going to get into that too, because there's also talks about Mendy's contract around that. But yeah, we're just monitoring him. Like, depends on his season. If he has a good year, go for him. If not, I don't know. But it's too early to speculate. All depends on this season. Lewis, you're okay with us spending 100 million on that donkey Lukaku, but why not for Rolls-Royce Declan Rice? Bro, because I am not making the same mistake twice. That is why. That is exactly why. I've been there, I've been burnt, and we're not doing it again. GoEM says, I'm surprised Lewis isn't on rope watch after Kai slapped that screamer against Brexit FC. Because I do not disappear after moments of brilliance. I want consistency, my guy. I keep saying, bring that confidence that you showed in the second half. Bring it to Selhurst Park. And then bring it to the Bridge when we play AC Milan. And then who are we playing next after that? Bring it to Villa Park afterwards. No, bring it to the Bridge again because we got Wolves. All I want is consistency. Like, please, if he scores a screamer like that, I'm going to be going crazy in that away end. But we need to see it first. Not gonna lie, if we're talking long-term replacing Jorginho, Kante and Kovacic for Alvarez, Rice and Bellingham, it's not bad. It's not a bad midfield, I completely agree. But we're not replacing all 3 of them. Kovacic is definitely staying. It's the other 2 that might be leaving. And even then, you're looking at... That is potentially 300 million spent just on the midfield. Bellingham's got... No, just under 300. Bellingham's going to be 130. Rice could potentially still be 100. Alvarez, you could be looking at 40, 50. So you could be 250 to 270. I don't know if we spent all of that on our midfield and we still need a creator. I mean, we spent 300 million this year already. So you never know. You never know. It then makes sense why Ziyech shouldn't go to Ajax. AC have wanted Ziyech for like a year and a half, so maybe a swap deal plus 60. Ziyech shouldn't go to Ajax because of AC Milan. It was because Ajax just couldn't afford our valuation for him. They're being stingy as fuck. We wanted him to go there because as soon as that happened, we would have gone in for Wilfried Zaha. We didn't go for Zaha because we couldn't get rid of Ziyech quickly enough. And also because we left it too late. But that had AC Milan had nothing to do with Ziyech not going to Ajax. That was all just Ajax himself. What else? Man City reported weighing up a player. What? Where the fuck did that come from? That's probably true as well. Let me have a look. Is that the same thing too? To be honest, that would make sense as well because let's say maybe Grealish has another stinker of a year there. They probably add him in a deal and they take Leao in instead. I don't know. Or maybe Mahrez. I don't know. But yeah, I could see that. Lee, appreciate the donation. You are the first one in to the lottery for the away shirt at the end of the month. So yeah, big up, big up. No, Lewis, I think GoAM was calling you an England fan. Oh, well, to be honest, like, I was at the England game, so I was basically an England fan for that. And it's like, brother, I'm not even at a Chelsea game, and Havertz is still ruining my mood. But we move. We move. I was too fucking wankered to care. That was my first time at hospitality, and, like, I completely milked it. I just ran the bar dry with, like, double whiskeys. So I barely even remember that second half, but we move. Lewis, remember when you wanted washed Pentu at CFC? You might actually be worse than Lukaku. Yeah, bro, I'm off the Ronaldo train. I am officially off the Ronaldo train. I wanted him in the summer when we needed just a pure goal scorer, and I didn't care about the other attributes, but we have in Aubameyang. Which is why I'm saying now, any links to Ronaldo to Chelsea in January are stupidness. And if Ronaldo does come to Chelsea, Potter ain't got control of transfers. Because there is no way in hell he's saying yes to bringing in Ronaldo. We don't need him. We don't need him anymore. We needed him in the summer. We don't need him now. So yeah, I stand by everything I said in the summer, though. I don't take back anything I said. If Aubameyang didn't come in, I'd still be advocating for Ronaldo because we'd be that desperate for a goal scorer. But we have one. Well, we should have one with Aubameyang, so I don't need him no more. I don't. Do you think we're going to get Vardio? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, because we went in for him when Tuchel was in charge, so that could still change. I don't know. But we haven't heard anything about him yet. I said, get Ronaldo to the... I don't blame you. You probably just want to get rid of him as soon as possible. I wanted him. I don't want him no more, bro. Your window is closed. You guys should have sent him while you had the chance. Done a player plus swap deal or something, even if Tuchel didn't want him. Let me go into this Mendy stuff, and then I might throw the link out for a little bit. I don't know, because I gotta be gone by 7. We're starting a podcast on Chelsea Fan TV, so check that out as well, people. Mendy. Chelsea will assess whether or not the club needs to sign a new goalkeeper. Edouard Mendy has failed to sign a new contract after rejecting at least one offer, and his decline in performance prior to Graham Potter's appointment as head coach has aroused concerns about Chelsea's decision to explore their options. Now, I know the first thing everyone's going to think is, wow, Mendy rejected a contract offer from Chelsea, but that's usually done anyway to just start negotiations. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, I think James rejected his first one. I think Mount rejected his first one as well. But I also don't think Chelsea should be talking about another one until his form improves. I get Mendy's side because the guy's been here for 2 years and he's still earning less than Kepa. And Kepa warms bench every week. So he obviously deserves to be earning more than Kepa, but Kepa doesn't deserve to be on 150k a week. Neither does Mendy, which is why it was so important to get rid of Kepa early in the window, but nobody wanted him because of those stupid wages. So we're stuck at a bit of a crossroads. I still say Chelsea need to keep their stance. Don't give Mendy a contract extension until his form improves because he doesn't deserve it. And it's just going to be rewarding failure with more money. I don't agree with Mount getting an extension. Don't agree with Havertz getting an extension. I don't agree with Mendy getting an extension or Jorginho because none of their forms have been good enough. Although, to be honest, Jorginho's had a killer Nations League 2 games, and he was brilliant against Salzburg. If he can keep that for Chelsea, maybe. But it's about being consistent for Chelsea. I don't care about you guys' performances in international duty or anything like that. Show me what you do in a Chelsea shirt. Just build your confidence. If Jorginho and Havertz can do that, fucking give him new contracts. But right now, none of them deserve it. None of them deserve it. Yeah, let me know what you guys are saying. Glad you've seen the light. CR37 would have been awful. I still think Ronaldo could have worked for us if we had got him instead of Aubameyang. Now it doesn't make any sense. Like, I still stand by everything I said before. It's just right now, we don't need him no more. We don't. All it is just branding, player sales, and shirt sales and that sort of shit. It doesn't do anything for us. I said, Mendy slander, I'm alive. Of course you are. Man would have done the Undertaker sit-up as soon as we heard we were talking about Mendy. Yeah, guys, check it out. I don't know when it will be up, but yeah, I think we're starting it at 7. I don't think it's live. I don't think it's a live one, but we'll see. If only African De Gea could block shots like he blocks contracts. If only. If fucking only. I'd say more if he could pass the ball like he passes on contracts, but we move. We move. Have we hit 100 likes yet? 82. Guys, that's not good enough. Run it up. Run it up. Are Ramirez and Mikel Chelsea legends? Mikel is. Like, I don't want to hear any bullshit. Mikel definitely is a Chelsea legend. Ramirez is more of a cult hero because he wasn't really here enough or a big enough part of the squad for long enough. Like, he's got brilliant moments, brilliant seasons for Chelsea as well. But Mikel was here for about over a decade. Yeah, I think he was here for a full decade. Ramirez was here for about 4 or 5 years. So I'd say Ramirez is more of a cult hero and Mikel is more of a legend. Mendy was never a football player in his real life, Lewis. He's been a goalkeeper for 2 to 3 years max. It's not been that long. There's no way it's been that long. Although now I actually want to check just to be sure. No, the guy's had a senior career since 2011. Nah, that's just waffle. That's waffle. Maybe he's only been at a top level for that long. I don't know. Was there any other news? There was stuff on Chalobah where he was potentially going to leave in the summer, but he might assess his situation in January depending on game time. Obviously, I think Potter will give him a chance. I just don't know where he's going to get a chance. October is so packed and every game is must win. I don't know if he's going to be taking risks like that. And all he really has is a window of 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks before the World Cup starts. So I don't know. I don't know if he gets an opportunity, but we'll see. He should be getting at least as much game time, if not more than Aspi as a minimum. But that's all. Because for me, it's like, I'd rather see Chalobah make mistakes knowing that he's going to get better, as opposed to Aspi knowing that he's only going to get worse as he gets older. So, I'd rather see Chalobah get given more time. Thoughts on Amari Hutchinson in first team training? Nice! Like, I already know what more you want me to say. I don't expect to see him starting anytime soon. I barely expect to see him coming off the bench. He's like, what, 15, 16 years old? We don't need to try and one-up Arsenal by starting an underage kid just because they put one on for the last few minutes. There's no point. It's good experience for him, I guess. I know he's meant to be a baller. Looks decent in the little that I've seen of him, but not much to go off with that. Really not much. David says, Havertz clapping your country's cheeks, my generational baller. Brother, once he shows consistency, it is when we can start having the generational conversation. Right now was a very good second half, but that was it. What do you think about Chelsea buying other teams to send the youth out to? I think it's very good for the long-term business of the academy. Allows us to continue to make good talents, sell them off for good prices, loan them off for good prices as well. and find gems within that to bring into the squad. And I do think we're going to be bringing a lot more Cobham players into the squad now, because we're going to try and be more sustainable long term. Obviously, we're spending freely right now, but I don't expect it to be like that for the next 10 years or anything. We're going to do that to build a squad, and then we're going to start looking for gems, and we're going to start relying on Cobham a little bit more. So I think it's just a process, but it's good for the club. Very good for the club. I did see us try and go for Lyon. That was mad. Like, we're trying to turn one of the biggest clubs in France into a feeder club. That is ridiculous. But whoever we get, good. I'm not really going to be the guy that judges what clubs we go for. It's about how much we better them with our academy players. So just give those players an opportunity and we'll see how they perform. We'll see how they perform. How was being at Wembley on Monday? Bro, that's the first time I've done hospitality and it was fucking unbelievable. We were in those, like, you know, those patches of red seats just behind the dugout. And yeah, I missed the whole 25 minutes of the second half. So when I came in, Germany were already 2-0 up. So in my eyes, England won 3-1. So yeah, brilliant second half performance from the boys. First half was a bit of a blur. Can't lie, I was wankered off my head that game. But yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. And big up Alex from CFC Fan TV for Chelsea Fan TV for sorting me out with the tickets. Felt good to celebrate some GNA. Hopefully him and Mount's remontada will commence in Potable. Hopefully. Keep saying it and I'm going to speak it in the hope that it comes into existence. Bring that energy to Selhurst Park. Please, because I do not want to see the fucking Dispossession FC and road running for the sake of it when we go back on Saturday. Give me some GNA. Give me a consistent 90-minute performance. Even if you don't get GNA, if you're consistent throughout the 90 minutes, I'll praise you for that. Just fucking hell, play well, please. No, I weren't in a box. It was just those padded seats behind the dugout. But yeah, it was nice. It was fucking sick. Yeah, let me see if anybody's about. I'll throw the link out, see what people are saying. Yeah, while I'm doing this, guys, continue to run the likes up, please. I don't even know who's about. Well, Prime's here, so I'll send him the link for a bit. Yeah, guys, just press the like button while I'm sorting this out quickly. And yeah. Cool. Nearly done, guys. Cool. Go, all done. Calm. I don't think I've missed anybody. Yeah, that's cool. Yes, guys, what are you saying?
Not much, bro. Yeah, I don't even know. Start on the like Bellingham thing. Like, hopefully that he comes. I'll be right. Like, I've no idea where I think he's gonna go. I think as well this thing of 130. He's not going for 130. People need to like relax about that. Like,
you think he'll go for less?
Yeah, of course. Sancho went for less than what they wanted originally. Haaland went for less than what they wanted originally. Like, this is Dortmund.
Yeah, but like, there was less of a bidding war for them. Like, I don't remember anyone else being in for Haaland at the time, more for Sancho.
No, people were definitely in. Like, people, like, you obviously had City, Madrid, and us all wanted Haaland. It was just a different point. There was talks of him going Bayern as well when Lewandowski left, but it was just kind of a poor timing on that, I think.
Bayern, I recall, yeah.
But that was the links of everyone to Haaland. That was a year before when Dortmund didn't want to sell him. Same with Sancho. The links with teams wanting to buy him was a year before as well.
Yeah, because I remember we were in for him, but like, I don't know how like strong it was. But yeah, like
I think
Bellingham's not going for 130. He'll go for like probably like 80, 90. Like just give it a couple seasons.
I think it just
and he'll go
depends
for
on
less.
who if it's a bidding war. And the thing is, Man City, they're not the sort of club that gets dragged into a bidding war. If the numbers get pushed up to 80, 90, 100, 110, whatever, they're not going to go in. Liverpool definitely won't, especially spending big money on Nunez. To be honest, I don't know what Bowley's like. Would he want to do this big public thing of a back and forth bidding war thing? You look at Real Madrid, they may want Bellingham, but they don't really need him per se. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how it ends up. But I personally don't. I think with that much money, we can fix. I think we should spread it around and we could fix other areas first. I think
100%.
spending
Like,
big money like that on a midfielder, that's not really, in my opinion,
Like,
of the level.
I really like Bellingham, and I think that, like, for me at the moment, he's probably England's best midfielder in terms of like the one that's actually playing. I'll say in the England squad, because like there's others that probably are better than him, but in terms of one that actually playing, like he's up there. I think as well he's shown a lot that you can mold. Like there's still stuff that's quite raw with him, but I feel like it's easily moldable into a quality midfielder. And I think of all the midfielders that we've mentioned, like you look at like him and Rice, he fits into this system so much, especially if we're going to play the way that we did against Salzburg. Like going off the one game we can go off that we've seen from Potter. If we're going to go that way playing forward, then like he fits so much better than Rice does.
I think he's too expensive. I think he's expensive.
He is still too expensive, but I'm saying like I would like I'm agree with you. Like if by some chance he does stay at like 130, 140 mil, then yeah, 100% you go and spend that on like 3 players and you fix your midfield rather than spending that 130 on him. But I think he'll go low. I think
Rice could potentially be cheaper than Bellingham. Because I think he'd be the cheaper option out of the two.
I think Bellingham.
It depends on the season. It depends on this season.
It depends on West Ham. Like again, if it's a thing of Rice desperately just wants to come to Chelsea, that puts the power all to us, which means we don't have to splash 80, 90, whatever right now, when we can wait a year or two when West Ham are in a relegation battle or whatever, or they get relegated.
It might be this year, man.
When things are in the spirit of West Ham, we can go and say, listen, here's 40 mil, you have to accept it. Like that's what I would do. I would wait. Because
40 mil is a bit of a dream, bro.
No one else was going to spend that money to get him. So
again, I'll just go back to it. I don't think Rice fits how we're going to play. I think unless we're playing a 2-man midfield, he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit as the lone 6, and I don't think he's creative enough in the final third to be good enough as one of the 8s. Like, I don't see him being better than Mount. As bad as Mount is, I think Mount has more creative ability than Rice does, and I think Bellingham is a better option there as well.
You don't think he can play? He can play DM on his own.
We're not buying Rice to play 8, bro. What?
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, he's not playing as a 6.
Is he not?
No.
Well, he's not playing for us at all.
Number one, every time I've seen he's played as a lone 6 so few times, and all the times I've seen him play as a lone 6, he looks so out of his depth. He does not look comfortable.
Well, even though he plays in a double pivot, like he is the more defense-minded of the.
No, but it's equal. You see, sometimes he steps forward and Souček defends, and then sometimes Souček steps forward. It's equal. All the times that he's played in a single pivot, when he was doing it at West Ham, like he's done it a couple times this season, and it has not looked comfortable, looked better once there was someone next to him who could cover him so he could step up. And when he's done it for England, doesn't look comfortable, looks out of his depth.
Yo, Scott, why are you watching West Ham so much?
Do you think that's him? Do you think that's due to Rice, or that's due to the personnel and the tactical self?
Same as you watching Arsenal Twitter account.
All right, fair enough. I'm just curious. Again, I don't really like. I would like Rice. I like him as a player, but like for me, 1, the price is too much, and 2, the way he will cause such a divide in the fan base.
Bro,
like, I don't. Okay, whatever.
I don't Rice near this little.
The only thing you can determine which one is better for Chelsea is look how coach wants it. If the coach wants to play the one way, he's gonna get Rice. If the coach wants to play tricky, like flair midfielders, he might will consider whatever the guy's name, Bellingham, whatever. I can't say his name. But I don't think so. I think.
Sorry.
No, The kid is wants to talk. Let him talk.
No, sorry. Go on. Sorry.
Oh, he's on mute anyway. Go on, what were you gonna say anyway, bro?
No, it's about the midfield position with Rice. It says Rice has played DM 178 times and central midfield once. So I don't get where.
You look on transfer market, I take it.
Yeah, it's on transfer market.
Cool. That doesn't tell you that he's played in either a double pivot or a single pivot. That just tells you he played DM.
That's true. But you'll say, but him playing as an 8 all the time. No, him playing as an 8 more than a 6, like you said. I don't understand that.
It's about how you play. Like, I've had this discussion before with people. We've had this discussion about like Sterling playing wing back in the system as a like position on the pitch against Salzburg. He technically played wing back, but his instructions and the way he actually played was not like a wing back. It's the same with Rice. Like, he might be positioned as a DM in like a 2 DM formation, but you can quite clearly tell when you watch him, he's not the one that's dropping back and sweeping everything up. Like, there's plenty of times he wants to get on the ball and push forward with it. And if he's going to be a 6 in our team, that's fine. But it means that whoever's playing as the central centre back needs to be awake and on it when there's a counter attack, because he's not going to be there.
Well, remember what I talked to you about, Scott. Depends on what kind of 6 you want. And it's if you want a Jorginho type of 6 that's sitting and passes like do the little passes with all that thing and hold on to the ball, the biggest thing. Yes, Rice is not that. But there is a difference, and I'll say it again. There's a difference in the 6, the way the coach wants you to play. Mikel was not the Jorginho style midfielder, is he?
No.
But for some reason, he's one of the best. You what?
There's a difference between Mikel and Rice, and this is what I bring up all the time when it comes to Rice. And it's the same thing Kante has. Neither of these guys are 6s, proper 6s, because they don't sit. They don't know when to sit, and when they do sit, it doesn't look comfortable. It's the same reason Kovacic isn't a 6. They don't look comfortable when they sit.
Okay.
And that's when someone like an Alvarez, for me, is better, because, number one, he knows how to sit. Like, he knows how and when to sit.
Again, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is actual Mikel wasn't a 6 either before he came to Chelsea. He was 10 before he came to Chelsea. For the national team, he was 10 too. But for some reason, managers can do wonderful things and transition players into the position. I'm not saying the Rice is the answer. I'm not saying Bellingham is the answer. I don't care which one. I'm just saying that the midfielder, specifically 6, can be played with different ways of 6. What you keep saying is true, that Kovacic, Kante cannot play as 6, but they cannot play as 6 as the type of Jorginho recycling 6. But they can play 6 without holding the ball, without controlling possession of the ball, without being a midfielder that can actually create the tempo. Because there's other players can do that. You don't have to be Jorginho 6. That's what I'm trying to say. Because the position of the 6, you can play a lot more ways than just how Jorginho say. And you cannot tell me that that's how we're going to be playing with, with a new manager, because he doesn't have the same Jorginho style play in his team. That's why other people from other position can actually suit better. Nobody plays the same way as Jorginho does. I'm just trying to understand people. I understand that you're saying we don't have 6. We don't have 6 that type of Jorginho 6. Control, recycle, tempo. We don't have that. None of our players in midfield can currently do that. But the fact is, if you will eliminate that thing of recycling, anybody in midfield can actually play 6. Not anybody. I'll take over. But you can coach, and you will have more options. And it will take time to find it, like I said.
You're talking about just a braver DM in general. Someone like take the ball, maybe you'll beat a player or two, and then he will progress to play himself, as opposed to just take, recycle, move.
Yeah.
If you remove the recycle and actually pass it forward, you will eliminate that that possibility of being pressed. If you remove that, you don't have to be like a press resistant defense.
Yeah, press resistant.
You know what I'm saying? If you will quickly remove go the ball, it doesn't matter if it's wide or forward or anywhere. You don't have
when
to
you
take
slow
as many.
down possession,
Exactly.
players come in, and then you have to turn out the press. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to be that. You actually have to be. It's like I said. It's not something that new. We played without Registas for a lot longer than Jorginho existed. So this assumption that it's impossible to play as a 6, as a recycling 6, it's actually baffles me. It's like the football never existed before. What's his name? Before.
Kilo.
Because
No,
players can be press resistant, but it's like you didn't rely on it. It's
exactly.
like part of their trait.
Just if you look, how many touches Jorginho takes when he plays, eliminate those many touches, and you don't have to be press resistant, because the players will not press you because they will know that you have to. Exactly, Wally Waldo. J5 is not a Pirlo. You don't have to be a Pirlo. You don't have to be Jorginho. You have to be by yourself. It's just what the manager can tell you. I think Rice can be a sitter, not like Jorginho sitter, and that's the difference. He can be like Mikel sitter, that actually could be physical, can actually pass it quicker, can track better if he makes mistakes.
Better defensively too.
Different way. I'm not saying Rice can, because there's exactly like Scott said. There's not a lot of evidence, but I'm not gonna also say that he can't be playing if he was the better positioned in the midfield based on how coach wants him.
Yeah, because he definitely needs some time to adjust, and that's why I'm saying that's why he's not worth that sort of big 90, 100 million sort of price tag. You get him at something cheaper, where there's not a lot of responsibility in terms of price tag, and he can have that time to adjust to a more possession-based system and everything. I think that makes more sense for us. Everyone say Rice, if he was cheaper, I have no issue with it.
Yeah. Would you guys take a Gallagher and money for Rice? If that reduced it madly, they were like, would you want to swap out Gallagher? Want to give him time?
Go.
Why are you just throwing the names over there?
Because that's with Gallagher there, we can't really get Rice. A lot of people
Gallagher's not a
Would you trade Broja for Rice?
And name another striker, Broja and another striker. I might just do that. But
okay,
Broja and Scamacca.
No, it's not Scamacca. Sorry.
Okay.
What's the new one West Ham brought? New striker.
Yeah, Scamacca.
No, it's Scamacca.
I'm saying that's how you compare it.
Okay.
There's a big Gallagher's not a like replacement for Rice.
But West Ham will still want him as a midfield.
That's how you're describing him, though, Scott.
I'm not.
We tried to play Gallagher number 6. We tried it.
DM, do they? He's more box to box.
We tried to play Gallagher beside Jorginho.
Some players it does come down to positioning. Whereas I was saying earlier, sometimes it doesn't. With Gallagher, he is a box to box, but you can't play him too deep because he doesn't have the ability to be press resistant and have the ability on the ball to keep it. It's we saw there's instances last season of him doing that for Palace. He was better when he was as an 8, but further closer to the opponent's box. When he was near his own box, he lost the ball too many times, and there was a couple of instances that led to goals. I can remember one against
For Palace in the that brilliant spell everyone praises him for, he was playing more so as a 10, because that was when Eze was injured for Palace.
So
and
that's my point. If he went into West Ham,
and then in the second half of the season, when Eze came back, was working his way back to fitness, Gallagher played it deeper in the double pivot, and then Palace fans were getting onto him because he wasn't doing well then.
Yeah,
he was getting exposed.
Exactly.
If Gallagher
obviously,
if Gallagher goes to West Ham, he's challenging for the 10 position. He's not challenging for one of the 2 6s, 8s, whatever you want to call them.
Let me throw you another scenario. There's another thing by playing beside Jorginho. There's another thing of being midfielder that has to be beside Jorginho. For example, the only reason why it's sink in, it's actually better with Kovacic from the perspective of possession, but from the perspective of defense, it's from being a little bit more conservative, it's better with Kante. With Jorginho, Jorginho is good not being afraid that he will get caught in possession because Kante can fix the defensive mistakes for him, and Kante can press better. Another thing, technically he's supposed to be better with Kovacic, because Kovacic is actually the only player in the whole team that can read what Jorginho can do. For example, there's the sequences when Jorginho and Kovacic can only find each other. They do not, especially from Jorginho. Jorginho is only looking for the defender or for Kovacic. When Kovacic and Kante, when Jorginho and Kante play, Kante is only looking to go forward. That's why you see Jorginho running around with the finger pointing when him playing and Kante. You just look at the game when they choose to play. He always runs with the hand. He always runs with the hand forward. There is no hand when he plays with Kova, because Kova knows he needs to be closer to Jorginho to receive the pass, and only then he has to go forward. Kante does not have that understanding with Jorginho. He always goes drifted because he forgets about Jorginho. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I think the other players struggle to play, because so far we played everybody who played the double pivot. They played with Jorginho. They didn't play with anybody else, as far as I remember. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, it's always, what's his name? Robin Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, Ruben.
Loftus-Cheek, when he played with Jorginho, he does the same mistakes as Kante. He forgets about Jorginho. Same thing with, what's his name? The Blunt Mount. When he forgets about him, but not forgets that he goes forward. He forgets that he needs to move enough to help Jorginho get out of the pressure. You see what I'm saying? You have to be open for Jorginho all the time, because otherwise he ain't going forward. If you the double pivot player that plays with Jorginho, and you're not the one that comes to Jorginho to receive the ball, he will not pass it to you. He will go to be safe to defenders. That's why the double pivot.
That's why he's better in a 3-man midfield.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why he plays the way he plays. It works in the system if you have capable midfielders, but we don't have those.
No, we do, but they're injured. Gallagher and Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
It's been more games than Kante is shit with Jorginho than Kante was good with Jorginho. So you're not gonna tell me that those two unbelievable. No, those two are not.
Bro. Sometimes
they were, but they both dropped off. It wasn't just.
It's kind of like you. If one of them drops off, both of them look like they dropping off.
Okay.
So if one drops off, we both look.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you're in a double pivot anyway.
Exactly, that's what happens when you play.
The only one I've seen be able to thrive with nobody next to them was when Kante was in his prime, and he had like Bakayoko or Fabregas or Drinkwater next to them, and it's like he is literally just sweeping up their mistakes. Other than that, like if one player ain't working in the double pivot, they are both going to fail regardless.
Exactly.
True.
So for me, it's the tactics that it's the tactics that we use, because we the only one that have that specific recycling game. I hope that we will go away from it, and you will not have to recycle a ball in the midfield. It doesn't matter if it's Jorginho or not. I don't care who there is.
But Alex, do you watch? Do you follow like Gallagher and Alderman? Do you see them online? Like Gallagher's doing a lot of training and posting it up. Like
I have 4 kids. I don't have time to fucking follow.
My bad. I feel you. Make your kids footballers, yeah. But Gallagher's been training mad hard. Like he went to some private one-on-one training, and he had a whole meeting with Potter. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we giving Cheeks his chance, innit? The new FIFA put him at 76. It's almost like a sign to say, "Yo, Cheeks didn't work. You want to move him on to Loftus Road?"
Did you just reference the FIFA ratings?
Bro, I can't believe he's the only player that's 70 in Chelsea's squad. I was like,
wait, who is?
He literally just used the reference. We give him a chance because the FIFA ratings give him.
No. His chance is over. I'm saying he's been there for years. We have to give Gallagher at least one more season
You need
to
to
see
give
if we can.
Sterling more chances.
Gallagher needs more than one
Sterling's always
season.
gonna be up there, man.
Gallagher needs more than one season, man.
Who?
We can't be building up players. We can't be building up players after one bad season, man.
Now Gallagher, man. I mean, if he doesn't fit into Potter's team this season,
Gallagher
he's a good tool to use to balance the FFP if you want to buy all these big players.
It's literally, man, use the FIFA
then,
ratings for the real conversation about the football, man.
But I'm saying that's a sign. This is the first time I've seen a Chelsea player on the first team that's less than 80. I was like, this is a sign. FIFA's telling every man, bruv, leave this Ruben bum cheeks, let him go, let him do some next thing in Crystal Palace or something.
You see this conversation about Jorginho. It's so clear we have to bin him, man, because we have to do all these. Because Alex and everybody else will talk about we have to do these little tweaks. Paul has to do these little tweaks to make Jorginho actually work. It's so annoying. Like, why do we have to do all of this just for Jorginho to work properly?
It's not only about
Jorginho. That's a stupid argument because we have to do that for other players as well.
Yes. No, I know, but I haven't heard you guys ever talk so in depth here about a player.
We have to do the same for Kante.
That's how we play. That's how we play.
I know, but it's not working with Jorginho though. Like, I've never seen this much in depth. Or this player has to do this. Or Jorginho, like all this bullshit, man. Like, I've never heard it like this ever.
Yeah, man. If only our main midfielders.
I'm just saying. I think
it's just a shame that the other midfielders can't step up either in it, really. So
I agree. Like,
yeah, but
look, if first of all, I don't understand how to react to this comment because I actually said that the other guys tried to play deep and they failed. So I don't know what to tell you.
I was going to say Ruben failed at it. Kante failed at it. Kovacic worked, but again, you take away all the best bits about Kovacic. Like, Gallagher failed. Like,
if he's not hurt,
failed. So like,
if he's not hurt,
I think we should really go for Alvarez. Obviously,
I agree. We're currently outside of a transfer window at the moment. So
I think it'll be Alvarez and one of Rice or Bellingham potentially.
No, one right.
I see us getting three midfielders. I really do.
That's
you see as clear as the guy sees the ratings on the FIFA.
We're not
in January.
Because not all three of those midfielders are staying.
I can't believe the guy used this.
Kovacic will stay. I don't think Kante and Jorginho is up in the air.
Kante and Jorginho, one of them are.
I think Kovacic will go in the summer, but
you
Kovacic,
think?
Yeah, no, I don't think Kovacic is leaving, man. Nah.
I know Kovacic is leaving.
To who?
Not to who. He's already married with a child. He's going to a person, to a club. He's not going to a person.
What?
I think he's going to go to Germany.
What makes you think he's gone?
What knows it personally?
I think he's tired. He's getting injuries. He's over 30. He's 1 year left on the contract, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what does he?
Oh, that's just enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah.
You think we're gonna give Kovacic extension after 31?
Wait,
maybe a 2-year deal or 2+1.
Did you see his injury record?
Alex.
I know his injury record's a problem as well, but the problem is Kovacic isn't declining because of his
Alex, how old do you say he is?
Also, like this
I think he's 30. I think he's close to 30.
Kovacic is 28, bro.
28.
Oh, 28.
I thought that was a bit.
Right, he's still young, bro.
I think I don't know. I think
he ain't turning 29.
I don't know. I think he's leaving.
I'd be very surprised if Kova went. Kante, I could see. Jorginho, I could see. But if you let go all three, then you've got a very inexperienced midfield in general.
Kova is 28, and he will have a 1-year contract. Maybe he'll stay, but I still think he might well go.
It's so hard for the Kante.
If he wanted a new challenge, I'd get that.
We know what Kante is gonna give us.
I think.
Like,
he hasn't won.
Kante, like genuinely, unless he takes a pay cut and a 2+1 deal, we should be getting rid.
I think we should get rid of anyway.
Sabotage.
Just get rid of anyway.
We should sell Jorginho, honestly.
Look, if it's a pay cut, if we use him as a rotation option, we get better midfielders. Kante's a good option for us. But if we rely on him, no. Which
no
is
need for the pay cut.
Stupid deals. We already shot ourselves in the foot with that 3-year extension to Asby because he's already on us.
Right, let him rotate to get the pay cut.
Sorry, so we're going to have. So with the fact that we've already got one soon-to-be rotational piece that's on 300 grand a week, we're going to have another one that's on like 280 grand a week or whatever he's on. We're just going to have 500 grand worth of rotation.
What are his FIFA ratings?
Kante's like 88, fam.
Who's the other one?
Aubameyang. Everyone was telling me, he's going to become a rotational piece and whatnot in a year or two.
Yeah, but
so we're going to have 2 rotational pieces.
Though.
Aubameyang's a short-term fix, bro.
And even then, we're likely going for another striker in the summer anyway.
Aubameyang short-term, but he's not fixing anything.
A short-term lick.
The striker window is so bad, man.
It depends. It depends. If he's shown really good, he probably will stay, and we will not look at the long term because for example, if what's his name, Auba, hit the ground running and play good, him and Broja rotation between them, you don't have to. If they're both playing well, one sub, one.
If Broja continues to improve, it reverses, and then Broja
exactly.
Potentially, yeah.
Bro,
although we'd be asking for a lot for Aubameyang.
Well, Broja pissed me off, man. They lost to Israel, bro.
What was that?
Broja, man. I thought he was going to score a hat-trick against Israel. My man didn't even get one goal. Like, they just lost 2-1 to Israel friendly, and I was like, how can you check
Albania's progress at all?
That's our guy, bro.
Yeah, but I barely even keep track of international football, let alone like countries I'm probably not going to watch. I'm trying to be very respectful with it, but yeah,
you're being real.
It's what it is anyway.
Kalib, получил повестку?
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. What was you guys' thoughts on this Leao and Pulisic potential swap deal?
I personally don't see it.
I see 100% still. I can't lie. Not
100%.
No. Wait, sorry. Not 100.
Not think you like 100%.
I believe. Yeah. I don't know why. I feel like there's truth to it. I don't know why. I just believe
it's just because things are falling in the right place. They want Ziyech as a potential Ziyech or Pulisic as a potential replacement. Bowley loves a swap deal, so we would probably very likely try that.
They love calling it trades in America.
Lewis, it won't be Pulisic. It will be Ziyech.
How do you know that?
Like AC Milan have wanted Ziyech for 3 transfer windows now.
Either or, I am fine. I don't mind.
Bro, they can take both. We can go for a right winger as well. Honestly, if that happens, I'll be so happy. 2+1. But 2 of our players go for Leao.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I
know that's not going to happen.
I'll be a negative, Scott. It could happen.
It would happen.
Sorry, when was the last time that you saw a trade or a deal happen where a team included 2 players, not even just 2 players, 2 squad players?
Never.
In the NBA,
it wouldn't happen. No, it wouldn't happen yet. But
I think it's happened before. I just can't remember.
It probably has. But that's my point. When was the last time you
Has that happened at the highest level?
No, I don't.
Fuck no.
I don't recall.
I say the only time you really hear about it is in the MLS because trades are the way they like.
We could do a swap deal for 1, and then sell what's it called to them again, but I don't know if that would be like a 2+1 thing, but
they don't need both. They
separate transactions potentially. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like
they don't need both.
They do.
They don't need both.
If Leao goes,
but would it strengthen them having both?
If Leao goes, they wouldn't take both because they would have.
Say they don't need.
AC Milan aren't winning the league, AC Milan are not winning this year's league. If you look at the table and things it looks like Napoli might do it.
They're 5th.
Napoli ain't winning the league, bro.
After what they've done, Lazio, fam. Fashion team, man.
I think Milan will win it. I still think Milan will win it. I think, yeah.
Nah, bro. Give me
Milan.
Fucking Roma. Or give me Lazio.
Milan will finish top of the table in Group E.
Napoli are looking good, bro.
Yeah, they're looking
Don't
deadly,
be
bro.
wrong.
Napoli.
Don't
They're
gas
scoring
me,
like
bro.
it's
Either
even
way,
fun.
like both will probably leave anyway. They're two of the most hated players in the squad.
Hey,
So I wouldn't.
one
be
of them
surprised.
needs to leave ASAP.
What right wing should we replace Ziyech
Which
with?
one? I'd still say both.
Oh, both of
We
them need to
have
leave.
one.
But I'd take
Sterling's
Pulisic leaving
Who's
tomorrow.
the right
I'd
winger
take
to
his
replace
contract being ripped up
him?
tomorrow if I could.
Bruv, I
No,
even saw he's
no.
pissing off people in the US.
Yep.
He might actually just have an attitude problem. I thought
He
people were
does.
just overdoing it.
He's a
What right winger
bitch.
should we get if Ziyech leaves though? In
We
Kuku
have
can play
one.
there.
Sterling.
What? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a fact. But Sterling,
Kuku,
yeah, he'll
man.
give us those goals though.
Okay.
He what?
Sterling at right wing is more of a creative player, like giving the assists. On the
Not
left, he's
true.
more of a goal scorer. I prefer
Not
the
true.
goal
Sterling
scorer.
can score. He can score or create off of either wing.
Yeah, but as a right wing, Pep put him there to get the assist mainly, and how I don't know when was the last time, but I remember when Sane was there, they put Sane at left and Sterling at right. Because
That's
Sane
like
was,
5, 6. It's like 5, 6 years ago.
bro. Let me finish, bro. Yeah, but just let me finish.
5, 6
But
years
yeah,
ago.
not anytime Pep played him at right wing, it was for assist. So I don't know, man. I think Sterling. I'd want Sterling my team just for goals, honestly, not for assists.
You said anytime Pep played him on the right wing, and you referenced when Sane was there 5, 6
Yeah,
years ago.
okay. That
Okay.
was one point in it. And then, but like mainly as well, anytime he played right wing, his assists, yeah, they were mad. He was there for creative.
All right, cool. Even though they have Mahrez who plays on the right, it's fine.
Mane does not start. Mahrez doesn't start for Man City though.
Yes,
Like,
he
he
does.
barely
Listen. We all want Sterling in the
barely
team, man.
starts.
No one's gonna boot him out anytime soon, bro. Goals or assists, we just need a good guy in our team. I mean, got many. Honestly, as you said,
Bro,
like easy.
wait, OG, you said you don't have any. You don't have many. We don't
We
have
don't have
any.
many. I said we don't have many, not any.
We don't
Bro,
have
like,
Gareth Sterling. We don't have any.
no. Come on, cover's good, man. Don't try it. Come on, bro.
No, I'm talking about our attackers. Bro.
He said goal scorer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Our attackers.
Yeah, but I can't lie. We really should. I feel like we really should have gone for what's his name, Zaha. I really did.
Yeah, well, that ship sailed, and he's playing against us this week. So
Wait, has it shit, sir? I mean, January.
January. Don't be
Yeah,
shocked.
You tried to say sheep and said shit.
I don't
Kind of
think.
depends on the way we want to play, really.
Yeah,
Zaha,
Like
how old is he?
Shit we're going to go for long term.
He's 29. He's turning 30 this year. Oh, I don't know.
Damn.
Bro, Zaha, he's old, fam.
He's not old, bro. Don't call a 30-year-old old, fam.
Hey,
Not
but Zaha could be on a free.
footballing wise.
Hey,
It kind of depends though, because like I feel like if we are going to go and get like a Leao or someone like that, I feel like Zaha's just a waste of time, even if it is on a free.
No, because let's say you get rid of let's say you get rid of Pulisic and Ziyech, you bring in Leao and Zaha. Yeah,
Nkuku can play right.
Nkuku
Nkuku can play on the right, Lewis.
What?
Nkuku can play on the right. Would you have him there?
Yeah, but so I need to see how Nkuku plays this season anyway. I'm not going to say too much on him right now. We're just monitoring him. Like we know we've got more concrete links with Zaha, and we've got more concrete links with what's it called? Fucking Leao. We would have got Zaha if Ziyech gone to Ajax earlier.
We don't have concrete links with Zaha no more.
Yeah, we did.
We did before we got the new manager.
Yeah, and then there was talks a few days ago of us going in for him as a free agent.
Say what?
I mean,
now
it would be, but I don't think it was gonna be any like special pushing.
I thought it was like we went in for talks with Zaha. We would have gone in for him if Ziyech to Ajax happened, and then that didn't happen. So like, just wait a year. We'll come get you for free. Like I ain't gonna say no. We'll take any top 6 club.
Bro,
He's gonna ask for mad weekly wages. He's gonna
like
ask for
why?
Who's gonna be on a free?
Remember when we used to say, "Well, we're better than our forwards." Remember that?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we have to be get a bumps that are actually slightly better than those forwards.
Yeah, but Zaha ain't a bum.
No, he's
like
not. But
bringing
the
in
thing
Neil
is, like,
why?
Damari
No,
Gray
I'm
or
saying, look, again, like, why? By getting this guy on a free thing, you automatically the guy that you will want to go over there for like a youngster will think, oh, Zaha is over there now.
Like who?
Like, I don't care. Like somebody else.
Hudson
Somebody
Odoi.
will have it.
Someone like Hudson Odoi will be like, hey, that's my position.
Elise would
Hudson
be nice.
Odoi,
Elise
Elise,
would be like,
you can
Chelsea
keep him in
fan
your
as well.
personal
Macho, big Chelsea.
No,
FIFA
bro.
team, but not for Chelsea, man.
Anyway, guys, I gotta go, man. Big up, man. I always love the
Make
banter.
sure
I know
you
Always
keep
what
great.
up with
bro,
those
pick
ratings,
up.
man.
Don't worry, I'm gonna upgrade them myself. Don't watch that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
take
Anyway,
I
guys, man.
take
OG, don't
Zaha.
you have a stream later today?
Yeah. Tomorrow, later on around 9 o'clock, man. I'm doing a little stream, little review. Anyone's welcome per usual. And make sure you keep giving Lewis the likes, man. See you, man's later. Whoever jump in, I'll see you later, lads. Yeah.
9 p.m.
Please do, man. CFC OG.
Big up.
Safe. Take care. Big up, man. Thank you.
Can you put EE chat on?
EA.
Alex said Cover Olby wants 37-year-old Ronaldo. Lol. No, I'm off the Ronaldo train, so that's
No,
Yeah,
I'm
Ronaldo
saying
ain't
like
it. Hasn't been it. Never will be.
if you like, I'll take Ronaldo because he's gonna be on 6 months, and he will be in a position where we don't have nobody, versus Kovacic that 28. First of all, I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
say
I
I
forgot you
didn't
said
want
6 months.
6 months, whatever the second half. Another thing, I didn't say I want Kova out. I just get a feeling that he will leave Chelsea. So I don't know what you're crying about at EE.
Yeah, but at least you're saying it's not anything concrete. It's just a belief that you have.
Yeah,
Then
it's
more
just
than fair
a
enough.
tickling feeling.
I'm not saying I'm in the know, and I'm telling you Kovacic is going to be leaving in the summer. Nah, ain't doing that.
Oh, those were fun times over the summer, weren't they?
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I can't lie. I think we
Indeed,
do
what
need
you
to
meant
get
by
players. I do think we need to get players like Zaha, even though he wouldn't start. Let's go back to like the last 2 times we won the Premier League. We had all these like fringe players like who played I'm not gonna say big part, but like they played a good part. Like look at Loic Remy. Like do I say Loic Remy?
I think we should. I know what you're trying to say, but like we're not in a position where we should be looking. Like right now, we need to focus on.
I'm talking for next season. I'm talking for next season, man.
Yeah, even with next season, you need to sort out.
We still need to
big up Lee again.
Appreciate
the donation, my friend.
I was going to say, like, next season we still need to sort out the positions we actually need. Like, say we get Alvarez in January, we still need an 8 coming in the summer. We still need probably a backup right wing back in case Reece gets injured. We probably need another forward, like an actual striker, not like a winger.
Exactly, priority position. Like people need to realize we might not even get everything we need next summer.
Bro, we have to.
We should, because that was our excuse for last summer.
We have to, man.
No, it wasn't. No, but like I okay. I'm just saying.
We also need another goalkeeper in the summer as well.
We should go for Mike Maignan.
Oh, I love Maignan, but I don't think.
Might as well keep up in AC Milan. Might as well.
Hey, Maignan, Leao, Finale. Let's go.
Tamori, bring Giroud back.
Bring Tamori back.
Someone remind me, please, of our team in 2013-14, because obviously, I couldn't really.
You didn't exist then.
I did, didn't it? But can somebody give me the difference between the 13-14 season and the 14-15 of like?
Much
you
better.
You can Google and you can go on Google
like
at the same time.
The difference between those two squads was Costa and Fabregas.
So there wasn't many players bought like during as fringe players.
Felipe Luis didn't really start that much. Quadrado didn't really start that much. Courtois came in, but we already had Czech, so we already had a good goal anyway.
Quadrado in, I remember.
Drogba came in, but he came off the bench. Remy off the bench. So it was like only Costa and Fabregas had like instant impact.
But Lewis, what people need to realize about that team was we had built it the summer beforehand. So Costa, Fabregas were just the icings. They were just a little. What was it saying?
That squad was already filled there. Like we only added Matic and Willian to that, and Matic was already a big enough addition. Like he immediately had an impact.
That we only Fabregas and Costa were the only 2 pieces we needed to go on and win the league.
Yeah, because Jose said we were a striker away from it.
I don't think that's true though. I don't think that's true.
Well, it doesn't matter what you really think because you don't even remember the squad. Anyway,
No, I do remember the 14-15, not 13-14.
Anyway, my point. All right, cool. My point being, you can't compare that squad with this one right here. This squad is in nowhere near.
Yeah, bro. Both those teams.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. If you want to look at the squads, I still maintain we're like 6 or 7 players at least away from.
We probably lose to the 15-16 squad if we're being real about it.
Oh no! I don't want to go back to that season, bro. Oh my lord.
Hey, 15-16 was better than 17-18.
And even 15-16.
15-16, it was just so under. 17-18.
Hey, we cancelled our season in December, ruined Arsenal and Tottenham's title campaigns. I'll see it as just.
Where did it go all wrong, though?
Is that what you?
Where did it all go wrong?
We were in a point off the relegation zone in December. I'll take whatever I can get at that point.
I remember. I was like, how? Like, I was actually confused.
I don't know how, but players came overweight. We had a postseason for no reason. We came in late to preseason as a result. Lost every game we didn't win a game in 90 minutes in preseason. Then we started the season poorly and we just couldn't come back onto it. Then there was more issues with Jose falling out the squad. Eva Canero got sacked and half the squad was pissed about it because they probably all had the hots for her. Yeah, load of shit. You know these players are
Chelsea, man.
Fucking horny as shit. I definitely believe something was going on with Eva there, but we move.
I say we have Costa in 17-8. Oh, sorry, go on, sorry.
No, I was just saying that's the history.
Costa in 17-18, we finished third.
Yeah, all right. That's what I wanted to know. That
Hazard had 88 chances created that season and got 4 assists. It's because he had Morata and Willian next to him. You put Costa there, different. We get third minimum.
Quite like Morata was
probably not higher than that, but third.
Wait, what seat is are you talking about Conte's second season there?
17-18, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Costa in there, we finished third.
But was that not the season where everyone was saying Hazard dipped?
Hazard had his phases where he dipped, but like he was still a fucking baller. It was just my only issue with Hazard at the time is he just never shot. All he ever did was just cut inside and just keep beating players. And he was like, brother, just shoot. Please, just shoot.
Like to me,
that was Hazard my only issue with Hazard at the time.
To me, Hazard only had one truly bad season, but everyone behaves as if he had 2-3 bad seasons.
Yeah, because they just don't know ball. Hazard had his issues in 17-18, but he was still by far and away our best player by a mile. Absolute mile. And he would have been better if he just had better players around him.
Do you remember Morata after he stopped scoring? Like when he stopped scoring, the misses he was doing. Do you remember?
Yeah, bro. It fucking pissed me the fuck off. That's why I say he's just the same as Havertz.
But I can't. No. At least he scored double digits in a PL season, bro.
It was the same thing. If Havertz had Asby whipping in the same cross to him every game for a season, he'd probably get double digits too.
You think so? His area.
Havertz can head. Havertz world class it, but he can head.
Bro, the
majority is not good though.
The majority of Morata's goals came from a spell within like 7-8 games where he was scoring headers. Then he scored a hat trick against Stoke, where they played with literally no centre backs. They're out injured. That's the majority of where his goals came from that season.
Yeah, Aspi and Costa as well. I remember Aspi. This guy used to be good at those crosses, you know.
I saw on Twitter that DT came out of prison. Is that true?
Yeah, apparently he came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah. 5 months out, you know.
5 months?
Yeah, bro. I think he only done 5 months.
Oh, I thought you meant he's been out.
He done, yes. He did 6-7, yeah.
Bro, yeah, they do in England. We do like what, half in it? Like half your sentence and shit. Yeah.
What do you mean we do?
Hey, you do juvenile. What we do?
Speak for yourself, bro.
I said in England, like
you also said we do.
Bro. Speak for yourself, brother.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. I've got to wrap this up anyway because I've got to go on to Chelsea podcast. But yeah, big up everyone. Like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for the preview. Daily streams are back, people. So same time, same place. See you guys tomorrow. And yeah, up the Chelsea.